One clarification, something you said today about vibrational attitudes. When you said we feel bad, or you brought the example of feeling sad for somebody who died, etc. What about situations where I walk in a room and I feel negative emotion, but it's really about somebody's not feeling good? You know, I pick up on their stuff.
Yes, but here's the thing. Ties right into what we were saying earlier. If that vibration were not already active within you, you wouldn't meet it when you walked in there.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
And that's why it feels better to say, hey, I felt better before I got in here with you. Therefore, you need to feel better or get out of my room. But that's why when we said it's all about attitude, and you have, because you can't control what somebody else is doing, but you sure can, when you're not with them, tune yourself into a place that you don't have access to that part of them. You see?
Gotcha. Okay.
Play a game with yourself. Pick something. Decide just for a week or so that you're going to. Well, Esther played the game when Jerry and Esther first came together. Esther showed Jerry how she could unlock a locked car with a clothes hanger. The first time it happened, they locked their keys in the car, and Esther said, no problem. And she was so good at it, and she took such delight in solving the problem, that she kept a coat hanger in her car.
In her car.
And it was unbelievable how much opportunity the universe gave her to help people unlock their car. It was as if her entire itinerary was planned around who had just locked their keys in the car. Esther got on a sort of kick of helping others, and it was early in her interaction with us, and she was sort of seeing herself as the healer, as the saver, as the one in the right place at the right time. And as time has gone by, she's realized that that's really not the active vibration that we're encouraging you to foster, because all that does is just set you up for a whole lot of jump starting. So one day we were having a conversation like this. Jerry and Esther were having a conversation, and Esther was saying how she really likes helping people out, and Jerry was saying that he noticed that Esther was sort of like a flashing light that said, have trouble? See me. And so after they were having that conversation, they were sitting in an airport, and a man came right to her and asked her for money. And she said to Jerry, the universe has set this up. I think that I should give him some money. And Jerry said, fine, give him the money, but turn off your flasher. So then they got up and they were walking along the pavement, and Esther spotted something way across the sidewalk. Not even in a place that they were going to walk, but she felt compelled to walk there. She walked over and picked it up, and it was someone's tickets, their boarding pass, their tickets for the flight. And it was some obscure little airline at some remote part of the airport. And Esther said, someone's looking for these tickets. I must go there. And Jerry said, all right. And so off they went, and they found the place. And as Esther walked up, the airline official was just denying this man boarding. He was not going to let him talk his way on. I just had my tickets. Really, I did. My seat was such and such. You have to let me on. And Esther said, here are your tickets. And he picked Esther up and whirled her around and pronounced her his guardian angel. And Esther said, I think you're pretty much right about that. But then Esther began to realize that there are other ways that she might want to spend her days, other than bailing people out of things, because she was such a temporary fix for anyone anyway, you see. Right. And so what we're really getting at here is in the attitude of healing, there is attention upon what needs to be healed. And in an attitude of wellness, there is a being in the vortex, rendezvousing with what is well. And what we want to say to all of you is, of course, you want to help anyone where you can. But if you, as an individual, are focused upon the needs of others, or if you're focused upon their out of whackness, their not being where they want to be, before you know it, by your attention to this one who you love and who you want to help, they will train your vibration into something that is chronically active, which will cause circumstances and events to evolve around you. And it feels like it's not your doing, but it always, always is. It always is, you see. Did we get where you wanted to be with all of this?
On the first question, not quite, but I'm sure I'll be back.
We have more time if you want to go there.
Part of my problem is verbalizing how it feels in my body. For example, the other day I had an argument with my girlfriend, and I sat down on my computer and I started typing out, just starting with the question of, going towards what would make me feel better. So in that conversation, there were literally different aspects that spoke, and they felt different. There was a part of me that was very intellectual about it and said, well, reasonably speaking, this is facts and figures. Then another part of me was very emotional, angry, and there was another part of me that was emotional and sad. And they felt very different.
Well, they probably are different, but they are all out of the vortex aspects of you. And when you get
But holding them as different and independent has helped me lately to find a better feeling thought, is what I'm going to, and I wanted to check in with you about that. Essentially is the point of me talking here.
Well, as we said to you, we think you've found a way. You're looking for a better thought, so you've found better thinkers. But if you really want to know what we think about it, we think you're working too hard.
Okay.
And we think that it would be much easier if you are saying to us, and you are in essence, because you say, my problem is. But if you are saying to us, I cannot find a way into the vortex without finding these other aspects of me, then we say, whatever it takes to get in the vortex, whatever it takes to get in the vortex, whatever it takes to get in the vortex. But you will notice, once you get in there, you don't have multiple personalities.
Right.
Once you get in there.
Yeah, agreed.
Good.
Agreed.
Very good.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.